Hey guys, and welcome back to the Divine Witch. So today we are going to do an unboxing of the Dark Mirror Tarot. As you can tell, I haven't even took it out of the box yet, so this is going to be a fun little experience. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that right now. And hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. Now, you know I've been getting a lot of different tarot lately, and I figured, as I'm getting these tarot, I might as well just go ahead and show you guys as I'm opening them myself. So it's like a little experience for the both of us. Now, there's a few reviews you guys are going to see where I've already opened the boxes. So this is out of the clear plastic now. I'm trying to still get used to this camera, so give me a little bit. Focus. See that? Yeah, there we go. It is very pretty. It is the box as far as itself. It's quite heavy. Um, it's better quality, I do believe. Now, of course, with everything, you do get a book with it as well. I'm just going to put that off to the side. If you guys do choose to use that, you can. Me personally, I will not be using that, but I'm not telling you guys shouldn't. Do whatever's right for you and your path when it comes to tarot reading. So, let's get into this. So the first card that we've got is this one right here. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. We want a little bit of brightness, but since it is semi-gloss, see that? It is so pretty. And it is called Triumph of Lies. So, do excuse me as I am trying to get used to this new setup, but it doesn't mean that my videos will be this awkward. But let's try this again and show you guys. So we've got the Trump of Lies. Now I'm trying to get it to actually focus. Focus. See that? It's pretty. As long as we're not getting that glare. So Triumph of Lies. Now we got Today for Tomorrow. Very beautiful deck. Still trying to get used to where I got the camera. Let's see if I back up some, if that helps. A little bit, but not by much. It is a very pretty deck. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Look at that right there. Hopefully, eventually, we can work through some of my lighting issues. But as you guys can tell, it has gotten better. See what we got here. We've got Atonement. So this is Atonement. It is very pretty, but also very symbolic too as well. So far from the cards, it's one of like the energy that I'm getting. I'm trying to find the words to describe it. It's almost like a mystery, if that makes sense. Which now I'm not focusing. Focus on me. Now I know why everybody's so like, hey, come on, focus. But hopefully the video does not suffer for that. Focus. There we go. So, this is an interesting video, ain't it? Here I am going, focus on me, focus. But these are very beautiful cards, though. So, this is called Calling of the Storm. Very pretty, if you see that. Now, for those of you who are wondering, this is what the back of it does look like. It is very basic, but is very pretty. And for anybody out there, as soon as I find where the box is, dear Lord. It's called Oracle Cards by Laura Sava. I don't know if they did the artwork as well. I'm going to have to look into that, but I will put the information down in the description below. And we've got the Temple of My Body. Now look at that. Look how pretty that looks. If I can get it to focus, it would be a little bit better now, wouldn't it? Come on with me. There we go, kinda, sorta. Ah. Come with me. Come with me. Hail Mary, come with me. You guys remember that song? I know. You don't expect that from this channel, do you? All right, so the next one we got is Obsession. which some of us currently are dealing with our own little obsessions. It is a very beautiful card, as you can tell. Now, here's a great thing because I was watching a review on someone else's before I got this. Now, if you notice right here where you see these moon phases, these cards actually correlate with different moon phases. So, if it's something that you want to use in your practice or your meditation or a ritual, then, you've got the moon phases that you can follow along with. Now, this one is called Is This Me? And the artwork on this is freaking phenomenal. Like, look at that. Let me see if I can get, first off, the focus. There we go. Check that out. And focusing is going to be an issue, it does seem. But, when you're dealing with new equipment, you got to kind of work with it. So let's take it out of focus and bring it back in. Ah, look at that. It's so pretty. Stayed in focus for about, a whole 2 seconds. And let's see what our next card is going to be. Gilded Regret. And it does look very pretty. This, some of this gives me like the fantasy vibe, kind of like a Game of Thrones, especially when we're dealing with like the horn crowns and things like that. Come on, focus. Focus. You know you want to. Like as if me talking to it is going to make it better. See, the bad thing is when you got shaky hands. There we go. Maybe I just need to kind of help my arm out. Like, hey, that didn't look right. Now did it. See, reviews and videos here are always interesting on my channel. So now we've got Alone in the World, which is a very beautiful card. Let's get that into focus. Look at that. Isn't that very pretty? And we'll try that again. Ah, there we go. Now, hopefully, when I'm doing live tarot readings, I don't have to sit here and mess with focus. So we are doing Sacrifice, which is another card. Once again, it's kind of giving me that Game of Thrones kind of vibe. Work with me. I don't want to stop this video because I've already done pretty much the unboxing part. So it's one of those things where I'm trying now to get it just to work with me between the lighting of the camera and the focusing. Let's see if this works. This might work a little bit better. Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. There we go. Maybe 2 hands is the way to go, huh? So our next one is going to be The Child I Was Meant to Be, which this is kind of basic artwork, but I mean, maybe, it'll appeal to some of you guys, but to me it just seems kind of a little bit basic, but it is very pretty. Look at that. Ah. Now, once I do get the camera to focus, it does look nice, doesn't it? So our next one is going to be Envious Gluttony. Very beautiful. Almost kind of gives me that horror movie kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like the thing that's waiting in the shadows for you. And if you would focus, come on, be kind to your witcher. And yeah, it's kind of working. A little bit. There we go. So, for all those of you who are joining this, I do apologize. Camera troubles, right? So, the next one is going to be Colorless Angel, which is very telling just by the name. And we're going to try this slowly. Maybe slow is the way to go. And that is a very beautiful card as well. And then we've got Addicted. I've seen a few different reviews showing you guys cards, but to me they were good. Like they showed the cards. There was one I can't remember who it was by. They had like a purple background, and it was pretty good. The only thing is like I'm got a short attention span, so it was kind of slow for me. So I had to kind of speed it up. So if I'm kind of slow for you guys, go ahead and speed it up. Artificial Heart. This is very pretty artwork. Look at that. Ain't that, see, if I would have done this technique in the beginning, we would have been doing A-okay. then we wouldn't have had the fun commentary. Now, every time that I see this, I think of Angelina Jolie. I did when I was watching the review myself, another channel had made. So you guys tell me below if you think the same thing. So it's called Blinded by Pain. And it just reminds me of Angelina Jolie a lot. And it's very beautiful. The next one we got is called Hiding Your True Self, which does seem a lot of people have been caught doing that lately, doesn't it? So pretty. To me, when I see this card, I think about the Gemini a lot. The one self that is shown and the one self that is hidden. The next card we got is Masquerade, which it's kind of almost got that Tim Burton kind of vibe to it. And our next card is going to be Black Flower Fragrance. So when I thought of this, I instantly thought of Black Mirror when I seen it, just because of how it's presented. But these cards are so freaking beautiful. And then we've also got Forgetting Oneself, which sometimes we all do, don't we? Look at this. Very beautiful. Focus. There we go. Naked Before the Stars. And this one is very beautiful. It's softly and well done, I believe. There we go. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? And then we got Parasite. And here is Parasite. Look how pretty that looks. Downcast Pride. This is beautiful. I just love the way they did the skin tone on this one. Bride in a Cage. Now, this is very telling, especially of those of you dealing in the matters of love. Now, when I see this, it kind of reminds me of Santicio Morte just because of the way the facial structure was, but some may disagree, some may agree. I won't cry for you. This is kind of like one of those cards where, like, hey, I've had enough. Very beautiful, very telling. The eyes are a little bit cold and distant, like they're just trying to escape. Then we've got Revenge, which to me, this gives me Hecate vibes over and over. Maybe you guys will see it too, maybe not. Maybe it'll give you more of the Morgana kind of vibes, but it is a very beautiful card. And of course, it is Revenge. Our next card is going to be Queen of the Underworld, or Queen of the World, or of my world. I guess I'm the Queen of the Underworld in my mind. Doo-doo. Ain't that pretty? Oh, there we go. We're focused back in now. Now remember, these little side pieces are moon phases, and you find out more about that in the book. Fated to Suffer. This kind of gives me that Telltale Heart kind of vibe from this card. Peaceful Among Thorns. Now, for any of us who are stuck in the middle between people who may be a little bit of chaos in between, but we love our chaotic people nonetheless. Look at this. Especially when we're stuck between two people who we both love and care for. It's kind of one of those things. So now we got Fragmented, which it kind of, like, I know I'm giving a lot of movie references, forgive me for that, but it kind of reminds me of Suicide Squad. The Queen, you know what I mean? Focus, come on. You know you want to. There we go. There we go. It's like I'm trying to persuade the cards as if they will do it when I want. Perchance to Dream. It's very pretty. Very telling. Kind of reminds me of someone coming into your dreams. You know what? Well, I mean, I guess it is. But you know what I mean. Magically. Not naturally. So, there we go. Very beautiful, ain't they? I can't wait to use this deck. I'm kind of debating about going live. Anger and Chains is our last card. So here that is. It's kind of a little bit all over the place, you know what I mean? A little bit of chaos, but I think that's what Anger and Chains is supposed to be, right? So if you guys actually want to go out and get this deck, if I remember correctly, I paid like 14 something online for this via Amazon. It was here within a couple days. So I can't really say, oh, it took forever because it didn't. But it is very beautiful. And then there's a Ricardo. Maybe you guys can read it better than I can. So I'm going to assume one of these made it, and the other one was the illustrator for it. The artwork is very beautiful. You know, that's one thing that people are like, why do you need so many cards? Give me 1 second because I'm going to cough, and this is about to go, ooh. Sorry about that. But people will wonder why I want so many different cards when it comes to tarot or oracle. And it's not so much about the cards because, you know, if you're doing tarot, they're pretty much the same suit. They're just made different. It's the artwork behind it. And then when you get into oracle, you get different things than you do in tarot decks. I think that's why a lot of people like oracle because it's not the same thing over and over. Like the sky's the limit with your imagination. So with each oracle deck that I get, you get a little bit of someone's soul, so to speak, insight into who they are and the energy that was put into it when they were actually making the deck. And that's kind of the fun thing for me. So I want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. I know a lot of you have been subscribing lately, and I do appreciate that. And I want to acknowledge that as well. And if you think there's someone out there who would like these cards, share the video with them and comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the cards. Any pointers on getting my camera to focus better? Either way, thank you guys so much and blessed be.